feeling. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison, man, claiming.
All right, Coach. Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Mariota. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. And they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs because he can really impact this offense. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the...
That's caught inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Check, 47. You can't block me.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second and 12.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Daquan Jones. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
They begin the drive with Williams. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Williams. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Mariota now. And Walker has it. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Breeze now. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Go. Go. Hey, easy.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd and a yard. Hill out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It's called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can. And it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score 37. Saints nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check me out.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 33-yard line.
Mike 47. I got you. 3. Bravo. 47 Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota got his man. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the Saints 47-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Breeze. And Thomas has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Mariota. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, DeMario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Ginn has it complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
36.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
To the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Mariota on first down. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Mariota eluding the pressure right. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Mariota to throw it. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Sheldon Rankins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Ginn. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, and I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Saints on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 80 weapons. Hey, easy.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Going to throw deep for the end zone. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Mariota. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Corey Davis. Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mariota. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept their minute by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away.
Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give to Williams, running right. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
Check, 47.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Now Mariota sliding out of the pocket. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Breeze now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Suck up for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Titans 24, Saints nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10 on the ground. Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Again, it's Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And Ginn's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Latavius Murray, touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 29-yard line.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. 7 yards there and a first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mariota now. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Drop deep, drop deep. 11.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Bree's going to throw. This is caught by Gill. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Bree's going to sneak it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 2nd and 12, Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Check 9, check 9.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Now Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Mike 58, right there. Here we go, G.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal, Breeze to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal.
You draw Corker.
From the gun, here's Hill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now Breeze lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final score, Titans 24,